outside in move, went to the post.
Warner, pump fake. Into the end zone, touchdown, Isaac Bruce.
A nice outside in move, went to the post, and got paid.
First and goal from the 5 for the Rams. Warner looking for the end zone again. He's got a wide open Bruce. Touchdown, Rams. His second touchdown. Kurt Warner, his second touchdown pass of the day. Isaac Bruce, his second touchdown of the day. He waited first and 10 from the 45, and Warner going back for more. Here he is. Got Isaac Bruce wide open. Bruce, he'll go in again. His third touchdown of the day.
Corner's going to come up and play in this area. The safety has got to get over the top somehow. But there's a dead space right here. That's why I say McMillan's got to feather back. Nothing's in here to threaten him. He's got to feather back, and if nothing more, create a loft on that ball so the safety can make a play. Whatever you want to call it, Ray, it's another 6 points.
Romulators!
Look at this guy. Man, you're like a star now. The Rams win the Super Bowl.
Look this side. And of course, here he comes. Listen. Is he smoking a cigar? He's really gonna. What? Oh my God. Yes, I'm Rudy. Oh, jeez.
Amelia, how are you?
Larry, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Kev.
His own channel right now. So we got a little dual stream going right now. Look at Amelia with the Rams shirt. Look at that.
I gotta put a stop to it. Ayuka's no Isaac Bruce. Let me just start there. Not even close. Bang Escalator Crew jerseys that they lost in the championship game. That's what when you wear those jerseys, just so you know, that's what we're thinking when we see it. We picture you guys going down the escalator in defeat in the NFC Championship. Escalator gang, bang bang, bang bang Escalator gang, baby.
Rams house, like I said, anywhere is Rams house. We can't over freaking Santa Clara, that's what it's called. It don't matter because we got came out with
What is up, my Remelia fans of the Los Angeles Rams, the NFC West defending champion Los Angeles Rams? I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday, and it's Niners week. We're ready to roll, baby. We owe a certain somebody unfinished business in Santa Claraville, and this time we're not going to sleepwalk like we did the first time. We didn't wake up until the end of the half, and so we're ready to roll, baby. The Dodgers are coming off the World Championship back-to-back, and the Rams are going to put a foot in the Niners' ass in Santa Claraville and leave no mistake about it. And we're ready to roll, baby. We're ready to roll. I can't wait for this game. It's going to be a good game. I can't wait. Puka Nacua is supposed to play. They're being careful with him this week after landing on the football and having some kind of chest injury. And we signed a kicker. We've had our problems with Playboy Cardi, and now we signed a kicker, and it's I'll show him to you on my community post. You guys saw it. He's a bigger player. His nickname is Thicker Kicker. He can kick from 56 to 60 yards out. We'll see anything that lights a fire under Playboy Josh Cardi's ass. And hopefully the blocking special teams unit will be okay. we'll see what happens with that. That's about the only thing that I'm going to be curious about. Well, two things. Chris Shula, is he going to play lax defense, allowing underneath passes, afraid of the long ball, like they did the first time, allowing Kendrick Bourne to get yak yards, catch underneath, and then zigzag around a couple of blocks? Or are we going to shut that down and make him beat us at times at man? Are we going to unleash Terrence Ferguson? He's basically like another receiver. And their cornerbacks aren't big enough and not fast enough, fleet of foot, to stay with our guys. Devontae, Puka, Tutu's not there right now, but Terrence Ferguson in the mix. Hopefully, we'll pick on them that way. And Kyron Williams is chopping at the bit for this game. I mean, he was sunning the Niners the last time. I mean, he already had scored 2 touchdowns. He was on his way to scoring his 3rd touchdown and shutting down the Niners' win hopes by getting that last touchdown. But unfortunately, got a sock in the jaw, and they allowed it, and they were able to turn the ball over and keep the ball. Don't understand how that happens. And then they earlier in the game they blocked an extra point, so and then there was a quick whistle, where they fumbled on their own territory and they didn't let the Rams have the fumble. It was just a myriad of weird things. That's what it took to beat us the first time. So I don't imagine that's going to happen again. And I really think that we're going to go away. We're going to win going away, probably by at least 10 points at the end. Maybe more. Just depends how fast we start. I'm looking forward to it, though. Kyron Williams is I mean, it's not even his fault, man. When a guy hits you in the face, even with that, 9 times out of 10, you're going to keep the ball in your hands. But it was a great play because they didn't call it. And that was one of the main reasons why we lost. We get that one, it's over. And everyone's like, well, the Niners gave us a good game, but, we kind of didn't really worry about it, And then also, too, our right guard was missing. And we tried to run to the right side for some reason, and they stopped us on 4th down later in the game. But anyway, it was a good win. A win is a win. But so we have unfinished business in Santa Clara, and I'd rather win it there anyway. A dress rehearsal for the Super Bowl. But yeah, it's Niners week, baby. I'm ready to go. We're going back and forth with the Niner crew. They're all happy. We beat our backups beat you. Well, I didn't know this. I didn't know that that CMC was a backup. I didn't know that at that time Fred Warner's a backup. I didn't know at that time your starting offensive lines were backup. Quiet. I didn't know that well, Mac Jones is the starter now. Let's just face it. He basically is playing better. He's playing better than Toby Bryant. Toby Bryant. Brock Purdy. I mean, he was playing horrible. Let's face it. I mean, he threw a duck. He threw a duck in the Seattle game, and Tongas happened to step in front. The D-backs like waiting for it to intercept it, and so they're doing it with smoke and mirrors. They're not a serious threat for the Super Bowl. And to give you, it's not just me saying it. The ownership of the Niners is saying it. They didn't even bother to make any trades at the trade deadline. You don't need me to laugh at you guys. I mean, gee. I mean, and also too, the Yorks are focusing on Leeds United, right? The premier team, and they're going to get relegated out of the big league. They just barely went into that league, and they might get kicked out because they lost a big game. So, but I'm looking forward to the game. You can't blame them though. You cannot blame the Niner fans because they did beat us, and that's their Super Bowl. They weren't expecting to win. I saw it was all over Twitter and social media. They know we're going to get our ass kicked. The Rams were up by 5. The Rams were up by 6.5. The Rams were up by 8.5. Hold on one second. Hold on. I mean, they're not up, but the Rams are favored, and it got up to 8.5. And so the Rams, I hate to say it like this because I give with all credit due. If you beat the Rams, if you beat my team, you won. That's all that counts. I don't like though that they didn't call a guy getting clocked in the face, even if it was us. If we did it to you guys, I'm like, yeah, we beat you guys, but that was a BS call. You guys we shouldn't have gave that to us. But it's only one game. I just don't like that they allowed that. I mean, that was a big dude. That's basically like Larry Holmes hitting Mayweather in the jaw. Big old Alfred Collins with a big meat locker, and then I think he had some kind of thing over his arm. But anyway, at no time during that game that I think we were going to lose. I mean, it was 20-7 until we finally started to wake up and get the ball rolling. And but yeah, so here we are for game 2. I predicted that we were going to sweep the Niners, so at least we're going to split with them most likely. But also too, I do want to say this. I see a lot of people, well, if you guys lose, I go, look, it would suck if we lost again. I don't expect that, but if we did, but that's not the goal. The goal is not to beat the Niners. We want to beat the Niners. Wait a minute, let me say it over. The goal is always to beat the Niners, but that's not the end goal. The end goal is to be holding up the Lombardi at Levi Stadium. Remember when we won the Super Bowl in 2021, the Niners swept us. If I have to trade that in to win the Super Bowl again, I will gladly do it. I don't expect that to happen, but yeah, for right now, that's the Niners' feather in their cap that they beat the Rams. But they also lost to that juggernaut team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And guess who played that game? Brock Purdy, aka Brock Dirty. So, and what else to fall into what Niner players do is right after he gets paid, he starts playing like garbage or starts playing like crap. He did get the injury, but even before he was injured, even from last year, if you look at the stats, I mean, he was a pick machine. So anyway, let's get into the chat. Appreciate you guys coming in. Kind of a last minute thing. You guys know I come on Wednesdays, but I just set this up. We were with my grandkids at Mickey D's, and they're going up and down the slides and running around. Douglas, Rudy, you need a collab with Wider Sickness this week. Dominic Fernandez, looking for the sweep, but it'll be tough. If you guys sweep us, I tip my cap to you. I don't think so, man. But I got to tell you this. And I'm being honest. I don't know if you've seen this before, Dominator, when I said this. We're Niner fans around, and it's just sports. We talk a lot of crap, but it's just sports. When I saw Kyren Williams fall forward into the goal line after being down, I was curious, like, why are they playing that defense, allowing Kendrick Bourne to catch the ball underneath and then take off and playing soft, like a soft zone almost. That's what Kyle Shanahan offenses eat up, and that's what we were doing. But when I saw Kyren Williams fall forward, I thought that was a touchdown. I was like, cue the escalators. And then I saw Niner hands doing high fives. And then I looked at the screen and I go, he fumbled. And it wasn't until I got home that I saw he got clocked in the jaw. And then the hand came down and it raked the ball out. And I was like, they allowed that? Anyway, they won the game. That's all that counts. But yeah, I would be very surprised if you guys got one again. But it is a rivalry game, a division game. You never know. Sox, do you see our new kicker? He's built like Ebro, the thicker and the kicker. Yeah, you must not be watching my community post, Stockton. But yeah, I did post about it. Where's my phone? So if you guys aren't familiar with Andy Reid, the Kansas City Chiefs head coach, he grew up a Rams fan. When he was 13 years old, he was giant. It looked like the kicker. I go, Andy Reid would be proud. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Hold on. And so he and it's funny because there's a kid next to him in this picture. He entered what was it? An NFL punt, pass, and kick competition during halftime for these kids of the Rams 1971 at that time Washington Redskins game at the LA Coliseum, and that's what it reminded me of. Look, you guys, some of you guys may not have seen this before, but it's hilarious. Hold on, I posted this on my on Twitter X and my community post on YouTube. But check this out. Eyes on the screen. There it is. 13-year-old Andy Reid, NFL punt, pass, and kick competition during halftime of the NFL game at the Coliseum, of an NFL game at the Coliseum, Rams versus Washington. And so look at the kid next to him. That's the other size of some of the kids, the 22 there. Oh, man. That's hilarious. And so, yeah, so let's back to our new kicker. Hold on. I have him too. And he's really good at times. He's like all kickers. Sometimes they miss. Hold on. Let me bring that to you too. Sometimes they miss at the wrong time, but he can hit inwards from 52 to 61 yarders. He's kicked a 61 yarder in an NFL game. And he said in practice he kicked a 75 with the wind at his back. So, but that doesn't mean much. But hold on, let me bring him to you. There he is, Seabass. Seabass. But hey, whatever makes and may the best guy win. I guess he's going to be in competition right now with Josh Carty, Playboy Carty, and but yeah, he's we brought him in for the practice squad, and then I saw a report that that he's gonna be in competition. So we'll see what happens with that, but he's got a decent leg, can kick it inward from 52 yards. Longest kick was all the way to 61 yards. I can't remember if it was in college or pro, but we'll see what happens with him. I think he's been on the Panthers. I don't know what other. I think the Jets recently, but they didn't keep him around, so who knows? But right now, we need to make sure that somebody's on the team that in case we need to go to. Hopefully, we won't need to. But anyway, that is that. Yeah, she says 13 persons now make a big difference in the red zone. Yeah, 13 personnel. I love how we're using the 3 tight ends. I really hope that we're gonna use Terrence Ferguson more. He's gonna be a secret weapon. We used him a little sparingly against in the first Niner game. How you doing, bro? Bro, good evening, bro. Let's go Rams. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Saka says Rams are favored by 4. The Rams are favored by 4 at Levi Stadium, aka SoFi North. That's funny. Johnny G, how you doing, man? Appreciate you. This is hilarious. I mean, you damn well you don't mean that one, Mac over Stafford. Come on now. It's like 187. Go watch your VHS tapes, Grandpa. Down to Barry Sports Highlights. Go Dodgers, go Rams. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. And on that note, hold on. Hold on. I had some clips that did not cue themselves. So hold on. Hold on.
be around the same area. It'll be yes. Okay. Yeah. It should be between like $6 and $10 a piece.
All right.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Just get whatever, just 4 packs. It's all the same.
Hold on. What's going on here? All right, when I fix this, let me show you a clip from past Rams dominance against the Niners.
Warner, pump fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Isaac Bruce.
A nice outside in move, went to the post, and got paid.
First and goal from the 5 for the Rams. Warner looking for the end zone again. He's got a wide open Bruce. Touchdown, Rams. His second touchdown. Kurt Warner, his second touchdown pass of the day. Isaac Bruce, his second touchdown of the day. He weighed first and 10 from the 45, and Warner going back for more. Here he is. Got Isaac Bruce wide open. Bruce, he'll go in again. His third touchdown of the day.
Corner's going to come up and play in this area. The safety has got to get over the top somehow. But there's a dead space right here. That's why I say McMillan's got to feather back. Nothing's in here to threaten him. He's got to feather back, and if nothing more, create a loft on that ball so the safety can make a play. Whatever you want to call it, Ray, it's another 6 points.
And the Rams jump out 21-3. Warner with a pump fake, looking down the middle. Touchdown, Jeff Robinson. 22 yards. First touchdown of Robinson's career.
And that's just a great pass by Kurt Warner. The coverage was perfect. It can't be any better from a linebacker stand.
Anyway, that was not too much longer, not too much after you had the punching the goalpost with Ken Norton Jr. and Dana Stubblefield saying same old Rams, and when the Rams weren't good. But no, the Rams, the Gray Shore and Turf Rams slapped the Niners around. They paid for that dearly. But yes, indeed. She says, even the Niners owners know that they are rebuilding. Only people who don't realize Niners are. It was wonderful in 1994. Yeah, it was. I mean, social media has been wonderful. I see Niner fans melt down. Why didn't we do anything? Oh, Jock 42, what's up, buddy? I'm doing good, brother. But appreciate you. Shopper just Duval punked the Niners. All right, let's see. I fixed my little thing here. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Here is Jared Verse being mesmerized by Puka Nacua's catch. Check this out.
I ain't gonna lie, that boy is Darth Vader mode. One of my biggest flexes in the world. I damn near think I could do most. I couldn't do that.
Puka Nacua. So he's coming off of some kind of chest injury. He'll be fine for Sunday. I can't wait. Soccer's first the Dodgers, now the Rams. So much winning. Love it. Yes, indeed. He reminds me of Janikowski from the Raiders. That's the first thing I thought of. Yep. Louis says kickers matter too. Yes, indeed. We should sign Moody to beat the. I used to be able to laugh at that better because Cardi, our kicker, wasn't having issues that before. Let's see here. DHP says, I was telling Joe T that the offense with 3 TDs remind me of the Patriots offense with Gronk and not so tight end Hernandez and fullback Devlin acting like Moose Johnston. Yeah, man, it gives you a lot of different options. Bigger guys, powerful dudes when they catch the ball, and they can play like an athletic type receiver game. One color says, F the Niners, pew pew crew. Those were the days. Yes, indeed. Greatest show on turf. Yeah, she says it's so bad, SoFi North, that since they're not getting any players or wishing the other players, they're not getting any players. No, excuse me. It's so bad on SoFi North, at SoFi North, that since they're not getting any players or wishing other players, division don't get any players sad. Okay, so let me read it the way I think you want to say it. It's so bad at SoFi North, since they're not getting any players or wishing they got players, and the division didn't get any players sad. Johnny G says, Niners suck. What's going on over there? Hold on. Come on. Huh? Well, who's in that thing in here?
Mommy's in here.
Well, who's... Get out of there. Ah, dang it. Okay. Jock, for this Dodger fans run the world. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. So, top 3 receiving touchdowns. 8 of them. Devontae Adams, 7. St. Brown, and then 7 for Goddard. And the thing about it too is Devontae Adams just started getting on track with Matthew Stafford, so that's the great news. And but yeah, back to what I was saying. I expect the Rams to win on Sunday. They should win. They're a better team. They have all of most of their players. The Niners are limping into this game again. What else is new? Unfortunately, I wish they weren't. I wish they were at full steam. But they do have some players that are a pain in the ass. George Kittle, Mac Jones plays pretty good. If we play the same kind of defense with Kendrick Bourne, they played with the Patriots. He's been a starting quarterback before. He knows how to run Kyle Shanahan's offense. Seems to be like better than Brock Purdy has been playing. CMC's playing better, even though he's only averaging 3.1 carries, but he can catch out of the backfield. They do have a good kicker now. Ricky Pearsall, the NASCAR driver, still hasn't got out of his car and started to play again. We'll see what happens with that. But I don't think that the Rams are going to have a problem winning on Sunday. It should. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy work. They're going to make us work for it, but it's going to be different from the last time. It'll be more like the second half. Let's see. And then here's hold on. Hold on.
That's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. But I look for these two fellas to have a spectacular day on Sunday. Matthew Stafford has a streak of one of the best streaks in Rams history. 9 touchdowns in 2 games. I don't expect that to stop. Anywhere from 3 to 4 or 5 touchdowns on Sunday. Who knows? Kyron Williams might go off and take some of that out of off of him. Um, you know, um, I would love Matthew Stafford just to have a big day though, just to put that in their minds, like they forgot who this man was. But yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. But yeah, I expect Jared Verse and Byron Young and those guys to set up some scores on Sunday.
Do you get a chance to really study Jared Verse Thursday night against the 49ers? Lined up in a wide 9 right here. Like his ability to get to Mac Jones, it happened over and over again. They did it in a variety of ways. Lined up over the center right here, going to run a good twist stunt right here with Byron Young, and he's going to get another hit. Another hit on Mac Jones. He had about 5 of them. Maybe it was more. They tried to chip him with the tight end right here, like they had to, because they had to try to slow him down. Like this is a chalkboard protection. You're going to pull the guard. You're going to hit him with the tight end, and you're going to slide the tackle. But he's still going to get to Mac Jones. Put him another hit on him, one after another. But in the run game, like when he decides he thinks where the ball's going to go, and he gets in that crease, you ain't getting him out of it. Nobody is. I mean, Trent Williams is not going to get him out of this. Like Trent knows he's right there. He's got to cut that penetration off. He's got an instinct right here. And when he feels it, he takes it. And you can't keep him out. And the problem is, even if you try to counter it right now, and you go, okay, we'll go outside him. He's trapped inside. Watch what he does. He comes right back out. Like the guy is a monster and plays hard, plays the game the right way. Man, he's fun to watch. He's fun to study.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with this Rams defense, man. We're 6-2. We could be undefeated. We probably should have lost to the Colts. So let's just say 6-1. We did lose to the Eagles. We lost to the Niners in that game, but we're not a finished product at all. We're getting there. Remember, Stafford had the back problems. I was very confident all the way through. We just re-signed him, and I was very confident. But still, it's a back. You never know. He's a human being, but he's a warrior. But because of the back problems and not being able to have the reps with Devontae Adams like they wanted to, they started off slow. Okay. And then we have new guys. We have Nate Landman, who's been a godsend and middle linebacker. And so, we're developing, and also our secondary. Akilla Witherspoon went out, and guys have been shuffling around in the secondary. Our safeties are lovely, but now we got McCrary in there, and then when Akilla Witherspoon comes back, we're going to be even stronger. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. We're going to be even stronger with in our secondary. But Akilla Witherspoon and McCrary together will make a huge difference, and then that'll give us time to get to the quarterback. But hold on, I want this clip finally queued up, and hold on. Wrong one. Hold on. Why is this not queuing? It said it was queued up and it's not working. Hold on. Let's try this one more time. And then it played by itself, but here we go. Okay. Let's just get to sounds of the game real quick, and then we'll get back to what we're talking about.
Go game day, back at SoFi, baby. Gotta put on for the city.
Back from the bye and back in the NFC. Welcome to Week 9 and welcome to SoFi Stadium. The second half of the Rams season begins today at home against the New Orleans Saints.
We fresh off the Bible, we got that same energy, man. Mindset and mentality is dominate from the first snap to the last.
It's just another opportunity to do what you do best. I woke up feeling great. Money on my plate.
Can the Rams do what's expected? Or most people think the Rams should just blow out the Saints. The only thing that matters is to get the W.
It starts with us. Bring the energy. Best version of yourself right here, right now.
This could be a statement game. Get them out there, play your best game, show the world what you're made of right here in SoFi.
It's us against everybody, man. Let's hit them in the mouth. If it's in gold, hit them. Let's go. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
A chance to get in the win column against the NFC for the first time in 2025.
What are you talking about? Let the dogs loose early. Let the dogs loose early then.
Take care of your business and let everything else fall into place.
Make your finish plays. Let your big play take. Let's go. Let's go. 60 minutes. Come on. Head on it. Head on it.
Back at home for the first time in a month. Sends it away, and here we go. The Saints opting to take the football first on the road here in Los Angeles. Rams looking to get a 3 and out. Throw goes left. It's caught before the 40-yard line and pushed back. Emmanuel Forbes wraps him up. It's 4th down, and the Saints offense is leaving.
Taking the ball first. Who they think they are, bro? They ain't got nothing.
Matthews ready to go with Puka Nacua back in his lineup. Out of the pistol with Kyron Williams, the tailback. Matthews, short set, quick throw. They get Puka a catch right away, and he barges up for 10 yards right sideline. The first down machine that is Puka Nacua. 2nd and 1. Stafford deep drop this time. Climbs, deals, left side, leaping catch at midfield. Devontae Adams tackled on the sideline by Jonas Sanker. 19 more, and Matthews making it look easy.
Great release there by Devontae Adams, getting into the soft area of the zone.
From inside the 1-yard line. Here come the Rams to the line of scrimmage. This drive has covered 87 yards in 11 plays. 6:26 and rolling on the first quarter clock. Matthew Stafford under center, strong right set, play fake, flip to the end zone in his own zip code. It's Tyler Higbee, touchdown LA.
Higbee! Oh! Ah!
Matthew Stafford does not miss. 8 for 8 on the opening drive, and the Rams grab 6.
Mm-hmm.
We can run it for a first on 3rd down. That's good. Nice job.
You're going to have to earn these yards. We're going to force your rookie quarterback to have to go 65 yards on our defense.
3rd down. Here's the snap. Again, a 4-man rush. Nowhere to go. Hit and sacked.
Yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah!
All right, you got to cut that off because let it run a little too long, and then YouTube won't like it. But yes, the Niners and Rams have a big history. I posted this a while back, and I remember I was looking for something else. And I look at this here. Niners versus Rams rivalry at its infancy stage. The Rams versus Niners rivalry or hate for each other goes back to the 50s. There you go, right there. The Rams and this little known unknown team from San Francisco. Nobody would really fully know who the I guess it's Kaiser Field or whatever. Y.E. Tittle and the guys. Nobody really took them seriously until the 80s. Give me that pillow. There we go. The thing about that too is is before the NFL had Super Bowls, they had something called the NFL Championship, and the Niners never won any of that. They never won one. I think they were 1946, 1947 in the league, and not till 1981 did they even sniff a championship. So it's very interesting that that's why they bring up the 80s and 90s so much, because that's really the only championship history they have. The Rams won multiple championships pre-Super Bowl, and then they won multiple Super Bowls after the 93 free agency period. The Niners have one from 1994, 5 total. But if you remember the NFC West, let's look at it. The NFC West, while the Niners were in their heyday with Eddie DeBartolo Jr., it was the Saints, the Falcons, and the Rams, whose owner had passed away in 1979. So the woman who shall be nameless was the owner, and the 49ers. So they had great success with Bill Walsh and Eddie DeBartolo Jr. at that time. The only real friction was the Rams, and then 83 and 85, the Rams went 85 and 89 went to the championship game. But had the Rams had Carol Rosenblum as their owner instead of the woman who shall be nameless, it could have been different. But you wonder why they had such great success, because the NFC West at that time, that's who their competition was. Basically, it's really just the Rams, but they had the woman who shall be nameless as the owner. And at that time, they weren't playing players, and they weren't getting players over the hump. Let's see. Rasmus says, Rams getting multiple W's and Levi's this year. Love it. Yes, indeed. Michael says, the Whiner Week, Romelia. Yes, indeed. One guy around says, our house, Lewis, pay us rent. Don't get it twisted. Talking about the Chargers. Yeah, they don't need, their matter of fact, talking about paying rent. They pay, Stan Kroenke owns SoFi. The Chargers pay us rent. Imagine being the Niners and you pay the lease for that horrible Levi Stadium. Mm-hmm. Burrow says, since 1950, yes, indeed. I'm sorry if I mispronounce you. I hear pairs. Sorry about that. Never seen you before. Shot you a sub. Got any opinions on the Bears this year? Appreciate you, man. Well, I'll tell you this right off the bat that I'm a big Khalib fan, USC Trojan fan, and so it's just going to take time with him. They just got to get him some weapons. A very surprising turnaround after them struggling for a while. But they've been playing better, and but with that quarterback, man, as long as you have Khalib, he's going to give you guys a lot of exciting plays and many years of great quarterback play. He's still young too. The problem is it's all on him, and he's a young player. But he's a good one, man. You're going to be, you're already seen what he can do at times, and it's just barely the tip of the iceberg. He's an amazing player. Appreciate you. What's up with all the Pew Pew Cruise trolls? Isn't it Rumble on? It's okay. It's Niners week. You got to give it to them because they got us in the first game, and so that sucks, but it is what it is. Let's see. Hold on. And then I guess I don't know how I feel about this because when we're favored, the Rams don't seem to come out very good. In the game against the Niners, we were favored by 5.5, 6, 6.5, 8.5. Everybody was picking us, and then here you go with the NFL Network guys. Everybody except for 2 people picked the Rams, And so I appreciate that, but I don't like to be a big favorite, especially considering that we're still not a polished final product, meaning our special teams, our defensive backs, special teams, meaning the kicking units, kicking blocking units, stuff like that. But I'll take it. But honestly, I really do think that it's going to be a lot different than the first game when we played the Niners. Michael says Rams 31, Winers 28. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to save that for on Saturday night. Let's see. But I hope so, man. I as long as they win, that's all I care about. But I really think that we're going to win by more than that. Honestly, I really think so. And here we go. Is this the right one? All right, here we go. All right, so roster moves. So the Rams terminated by club from the practice squad offensive lineman Wyatt Bowles. Signed to the practice squad a familiar face, long snapper Jake McQuaid. I guess he was with us from St. Louis days. Let me look him up. And McVay said on an interview, I think it was with JB, that he is familiar and everything and da-da-da. Hold on. He was with the St. Louis Rams in 2011, and last year he was with the Minnesota Vikings and Miami Dolphins for four games with the Vikings and 3 games with the Dolphins. So that's a very curious signing, but okay. Very curious signing, but okay on that one. If he does the job, I'll be okay. Yeah, she said media is beginning to pay attention to the Rams. Yeah, and that's okay because there's still a lot of football left. I'm not really worried about it. It's irritating when you just see the individual players like Stafford not being higher up on the MVP voting. But we're not a finished product, so I'm okay with that. You guys lost to the Niners. Yeah, that sucked, but it's because we're not a finished product yet. They're beat up and they have backups playing and da-da-da. But we came out like we're that team, and we're not that team yet. But we'll get there. There's a lot of football left, and I'd rather not be quite there yet. And as we get into the playoffs, towards the playoffs, we're that team. GP Shadows, the defense needs a 3-and-out first drive. Yes, I would love that. And then we go down and score 7. And that's the one thing I saw my guy Grant say, what team can beat the Niners? What team is a juggernaut team or a strong team? And there really isn't this year, but it's still early. There's a lot of teams that had injuries. The Niners had injuries, but I'm talking about like the Eagles working things out. And then as they get closer to the playoffs, they start realizing they got to get things together. And they start playing better. So you won't see a team like that right off the bat for whatever reason this year. But as we get closer to the playoffs, then they'll start separating themselves. Bro says, Rudy, did you know Rams have been around? Yep, 1937. Let's see. I always get that. I always want to say 1936, but yeah, Rams were established in 1937. The NFC West, now National Football Conference. Let's see. My grass bro reminds me of Wedo, long snapper. Yeah. Veteran presence. I mean, McVay got him. I mean, we'll go with it. I'm looking for a clip to show you guys. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's get in here. Let's see. Let's see here. Here we go. Hold on. Tip your hat to our stadium. Beautiful stadium. And people ask time, why do we have a lake? At SoFi Stadium, we have a lake to drown out the 49er fans' tears as they walk out. This was empty, dry as a damn desert. And then the 49er fans came, the wet wave parted like Moses in the Red Sea, and all this got filled up with 49ers tears. We call this the 49er tear pond at SoFi Stadium. This stadium was built man-made, and the water was given by the 49er fans' tears. The NFC Championship game, and there it is, our personal monument to remember as we come each game to the stadium, that we whipped that ass, sent them home, and they went quietly in the night. That wasn't the clip that I was looking for, but since it's Niners week, I thought I would show that. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, well, the last time we played the Niners at Levi Stadium, we got a little rough with them, and that's what we need to do again. I expect more of this to happen.
Fake pass caught. Nacua probing, yards after contact, does it all.
I expect some of that to happen. The Rams had an ugly taste in their mouth losing to a team like the Niners, On one hand, you're like, well, it's a division game, and we're like, no, F that. Even when they're at full strength, we can't be losing to that team. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see.
Eden, he was in here. He must have left that way.
Watch him secure this. This is the strength that this guy has. The right hand gets that left hand and just holds on for dear life.
I think that was Ward. Chevarius Ward, poor guy. But I'm just running through my clips, what I have on here of the Niners. I didn't have a chance to switch computers. I have a lot more between the Rams and the Niners battles. But yeah, this is one of the clips that is classic from our guy Hoyt with the LA symbol at Levi Stadium, and then look in the background, the Niner guy fixing his hat, and then you got the two guys with the Niner pose, like, oh shit, there we go again. Oh man, I love it. All right, let me do one more clip, and then we'll call it a night. The dogs are acting up. Let's see. But yeah, Puka is supposed to play. They're being careful with him. He was at practice, and he should be okay, ready to roll. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. All righty. All right, here we go. Old school clip. Flipper Anderson against Deion Sanders. Thursday night football. Let me set this up. And Deion thought he could bait Flipper Anderson, and like he can catch up, and he disrespected Flipper Anderson. Flipper Anderson, no, sorry, bud. That's a touchdown. Here we go. Ready? Eyes on the screen.
From midfield. Miller airs it out again. Intended and caught by Flipper Anderson. Sanders got lost, and Anderson has the touchdown. He was right with him, Joe, and then hesitated, slowed down a step, 50-yard touchdown.
We always talk about Deion Sanders baiting people, right? Flipper Anderson baits Deion. He stops to let him think that the ball is coming down right here. See a little hesitation? And now he accelerates past him.
Those were the days, man. I don't care how good Flipper was. Flipper Anderson is going to score a touchdown on you, bro. Flipper Anderson, he ain't no Michael Irvin or something. He's going to score a touchdown on you deep. And Michael Irvin's a great player, but man, he was a bad dude. Shaka, any scary movies lately, Rudy, or regular movies? I started watching Welcome to Derek. I haven't seen really much lately. I'm working a lot. I want to go see some movies soon, though, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, she says, the dry stadium up north, wish they had a lake like that. Yep. Bro says, I'm just happy it ain't Thursday night game at this time. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you guys on Saturday night right before the game. And I appreciate you guys coming up here, and love each and one of you guys. It's Niners week, baby. We're going to get revenge. As we always say, may the Remilia be with you. And Remulators, mount up. See you guys on Saturday night.